All right, welcome back to LearnWire. Today we're going to be doing a Castmagic review, but before we do that, let me remind you of our LearnWire giveaway. This month in May, I'm giving out 4 giveaways, 4 softwares. They're going to be AI writing softwares, but each video you have a chance to win the software. You just need to make sure that you're subscribed to LearnWire, that you like each video, and that you leave a comment on each video, and then you'll be in the running. I'll be doing the drawings every Monday, so there'll be 4 drawings on each Monday. So this Monday coming up, so it'll be Monday, May 8th will be our first drawing and our first winner. So let's go ahead and just make sure you like, subscribe, and comment, and you will be in the running to win a AI software off of AppSumo. All right, so let's begin. This is Castmagic. Someone told me that I would be very interested in this software because they also should retitle that this is not just a podcast software. This should also be, they really should market to YouTubers as well, because there's a massive market for people that are on YouTube that want to repurpose their content like myself. And I still haven't found that dream product that will actually do this and do everything the way that I want it to. Basically, it needs to transcribe my video, and then it also needs to basically create a really high quality blog post for me. But transcription is the first part, and the accuracy of the transcription. I used a Descript, and I pay monthly for Descript. I believe that was at one point a lifetime deal. And then that software blew up, and it's known as one of the best transcription softwares and video editing softwares on the market. So let's see what Castmagic has to offer. I did go ahead and we're going to look at the sales page. I'm signing up and it says it's going to allow me to do 1 project. I think that's going to be good enough for me to decide if I want to get this software for myself or not. This is one of those ones where I'm not sure if it's easy to upgrade if you get the entry plan and then you end up wanting to go into the 3 codes. So I'm just going to hold off, see how the review goes, and then see if this is a software for me that I want to actually purchase. It is an alternative to Descript, Otter.ai, and Podium. I am aware of those softwares right there. Best for bloggers, copywriters, podcasters, and right here they should put YouTubers as well. They do have a video right there. You can turn MP3s. I believe you can upload video files, MP4 files as well, and it will transcribe them, turn MP3s into ready-to-use content. Transcription, show notes, summaries, social content. And this is what's going to be really, really cool if you want to do social media, which I'm not big on social media, like Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, all that stuff. I don't really do that. If I did, you guys would know that because I would put that in my YouTube descriptions. But I feel like we have a unique thing going on YouTube, and you guys know where to find me. And so I don't want to, every time I create content, that's just a ton more work to go and have to post something about each video on all those platforms when you guys know how to find me. But I could be shooting myself in the foot, and I could possibly be growing a lot faster on those platforms as well. But that's just a choice, a personal preference. But definitely if you're into other social media, this will be a great tool for you as well. So we can just keep going, look through here. And then, so we're on the LTD pricing, plan 1, 2 episodes per month, or 100 minutes included right there, and 1 show. So I'm not really sure about the 2 episodes per month. And then also if we come back over here to plan number 3, so this is already possibly a turn off for me, because if I'm only able to use 10, like if I produce 25 YouTube videos per month and I want to use this software, if they're telling me that I could only do 10 per month, that would automatically be a red flag for me, that I would not be able to purchase this software. So I would need to find out some clarity on what 10 episodes means. But I mean, just logically, that just makes sense that you're only able to do 10 files per month. And that's just not good enough for me. This needs to be double or tripled for me to, because even, I don't know how you would even use the 500 minutes. That would, I guess, be 60-minute long podcasts, then you'd be fine. But if I'm averaging 20 minutes per YouTube video, if I took 500 minutes and I divided that by 20 minutes on average, I would be happy, but I would need 25 episodes, not 10 episodes. So that is just something to be aware of. If you're a YouTuber that only does 2 videos per week, 2, 4, 6, 8, then you would be totally fine with this package right here. And it does look like it's getting good reviews and so forth. So let's go jump into the Castmagic software. I already signed up, and now it's asking me to, it looks like you can upload your audio or video, or you can also click the YouTube button and you could put a YouTube video in here and it should be able to go out there and find your YouTube video. So that's really cool, but we're going to see if it will actually take one of my videos. So I'm going to go grab this video and we're going to find one of my latest reviews that I did in here. So here's Repurpose GPT. It's 18 minutes long. Let's go ahead and grab that one and see if it will do it. Yes, it will do an MP4. I assumed that it would, and that's great. You can see it's pretty fast on the upload, and we'll see how long it takes to. Media files that are 10 minutes or longer work best. Okay, and 123 megabytes right there tell us about this episode. So it's just, I'm just going to say episode 1, or we can just say, can't be blank, but it's not letting me type. It just has to be, it's only letting us do a number. So that's kind of weird too. It would be nice. Here's, so number 1, and then we have the title right there. I'm just going to get rid of that right there, and we're going to save episode. So they call it everything episodes. That's fine. Try for free. Your first episode is on us. Start your 7-day trial now to see your results. Cancel at any time. So, or subscribe now and save. So I don't know if I have to put my credit card in here. It looks like that's what it's going to do. So it's kind of one of those funnels where it's asking me to put in all my information. I do not like that. I should be able to at least try their software for 5 minutes without giving them my credit card information. So let me come back. All right, so I just went through the process and I actually just went ahead and purchased tier 1 on AppSumo because I would rather actually purchase a tier 1 on AppSumo than give them my credit card information that I have to go, and I've just run into, you guys know how that goes. It's actually can be a pain in the neck to get your credit card information removed, or you still get charged anyways, and then you're going to get charged for $39 for the same thing that you're going to be able to get the LTD for. So it just makes sense if you're going to try the software out. I'm a little disappointed. I wish I would be able to at least try the software out for 5 minutes in order to do a review, so I don't have to purchase every one of these softwares just to do a review. It's frustrating, but I went ahead and purchased the software. Okay, so we have our Repurpose GPT review in here. This was a YouTube video. The transcription says that it's completed, and that means that it is very fast. We've got the UI over here. It's just very simple, clean, crisp, what you would expect. I like looking at things like this that are just really straightforward and easy to use. So I'm not sure if I just click on this. Okay, so we click on that, and what do we get? So we have the audio. All right, so it's got the whole podcast right there. You could actually probably embed this on your site if you wanted to. I don't know if there's any button here. Let's see right here. You could download the MP3 and then put a widget on your website, which would actually be kind of cool. And you could just put this underneath the video on your website as well if you wanted to. That's pretty cool. So we have our transcript right here is the first button that's going to be on. It recognized one speaker, and there should only be one speaker because it was just me. Let's see what the transcription looks like. You know, something really cool if blah, blah, blah. Now I know I didn't edit this one with Descript, so I can go with a control find, and there's going to be just kind of look right here, like, you know, I tend to say those things. We mostly all do, but I'm not seeing, I'm thinking that I already did the, I think I edited this one in Descript already, because I'm not seeing any ums or ahs, which I usually have like 200 in a big span of a 20-minute video. So that part's kind of interesting. I'm not really sure if it actually, I'd have to test it another one to see if it actually gets rid of those or not. Maybe they do have a cleanup process that gets rid of those. That would be really, really cool. Okay, so exciting news here. So I actually went and listened to the first minute of the audio, and I do have plenty of ums in there, so I did not pre-edit this, and not one of the ums shows up on here. So they actually are editing all those out. So if I even type in right here, all you're going to see is summary. You're not going to see ums. Like right here, look at, I can't believe how many times I actually said summary in this, but apparently it provides you with summaries of websites. So it makes sense I said summary like so many times, but is not in here. So it actually cleans your text up right away. And when I look at Repurpose, it spelled it right. It also did Repurpose GPT. Other than it putting it as one word, it got that right. And really when I'm looking through here, this is probably the best transcription that I've seen, even better than Descript. So that part is very exciting. the way that it got this right, comma, so like write this sentence right here. Let's look right here. So really cool. Here's the voice tones that you saw. They added all these authoritative, caring, casual, cheerful, coarse, conservative, conversational, creative, all the way to informative, humorous, funny, friend, frank, formal, blah, blah, blah. Writing style, academic, analytical, and then look right here. And let's see over here, creative. So you might get some funny creative summaries if you select that, but that might be a really good combination right there. And then translation. So this is really good. This is better than Descript. I haven't seen any other software transcribe this accurately. Someone in the comments on the review said that this is like 95, 98, about 98.5% ready to go. And I am saying yes to that. It is really, really good transcription right here. Even getting the dollar signs and knows when you're talking about money and all that. So this is really good. This is way better than YouTube. That's only going to get about maybe 75% of it right. Descript, I'd say maybe about 85% right. And I would say that this right here is about 95+% right. So I really, really like that the transcription is going to be the gold of the software. We can see what we can do right over here. I don't know what the VTT and SRT are, but download text right here. Let's see what this looks like. It's going to be a text file, and I'm going to go ahead and just open that up for you guys. So the one thing is that I don't want the speaker part in here, right? Those are parts that I don't want. So maybe I can use ChatGPT to get rid of those, or I could do just a simple, if we do an edit, replace all, but it's going to be hard to get rid of. You could get rid of all the speaker A's, but then you'd have all this right here. So we have to find a cleanup process. I recommend them providing some type of text that you'd be able to download, like kind of like a blog post. That would be like the next step. If they could really turn this into creating a blog post for you, then that would be ideal for me. But I do like how this is in multiple paragraphs. It's still too big of paragraphs, so we would still want to break this down. Maybe we could use ChatGPT to do that for us. But overall, really good transcription, really, really good transcription. And I'm going to say that this has got to be 3,000 words. So if I copy this and just go to a word counter and paste it in there. So this is almost 4,000 words of text that it transcribed for us. Really, really, really good. So then you can go over here to AI content right over here. So label speakers for better results. Pro tip, we can generate better content for you if we know who's in the episode. Head back to the transcription tab and assign the speakers. So you can come over here and you could actually assign the speakers. Speaker A, you'd actually put right over here and add their name, but it's just me. So it's just one person. Maybe let's just do this real quick just to see if this makes a difference. Something really cool if they're watching this video is add. Something really cool if they're watching this. Something really cool if they're. Sorry guys, I'm trying to add the speakers, search guest speakers. I'm not really sure. I'm just gonna put David. All right, so I added a speaker, and then so it just changes the name, but all those are the timestamps are still gonna all be in there. Looks like you can copy a shareable link right there. I'm going to go back to the AI content, see what this is all about. Keywords, what is that? I'm not really sure. Titles. So it's generating. It may take a few minutes to finish making your content. Oh, okay. So it's not done with this. It's going to, this is where it's going to do all of these fancy stuff where it's going to create different things for us for social media and so forth. So we'll come back when it's done creating the real script and all these different ways that we can repurpose this content. So we'll go and check out the rest of the software and we'll come back. Looks like it's filling that in. What is Magic Chat? Welcome to Castmagic Chat. Using the prompt input below, I'm going to zoom in for you guys. Using the prompt input below, you can ask anything you want about this episode. I know all about the details of this episode. You can think of me like your personal assistant. Use me to generate new types of content or as a source for new ideas. Here are some example of things you can say to me. Write 10 episode title suggestions. Write a blog post for this episode. So that's what we're going to be doing right there. We're going to see what we get from that. Write 10 episode title suggestions. That looks really cool as well. So let's just see if we can actually title that out if it has enough information already. And we're going to say generate. So this is really cool. I did not know that they had this in this Castmagic. Pretty impressive stuff. So here's the 10 episodes. The pros and cons of ChatGPT. Is it worth your time? because it has GPT in the name and stuff, you could do the pros and cons of Recapio, mastering writing efficiency with ZimWriter and Copify, navigating the roadmap of Recapio, what's new and coming soon. That's cool, especially if it was a much more well-known. So like think of like ZimWriter, how much buzz it has. I could do something like that, navigating the roadmap of ZimWriter. The power of summarizing tools, saving time and boosting productivity, creating engaging blog posts with AI tools, the expert's guide to effectively using Recapio, and from factual to fictional, choosing the right tone. So I think it did pretty good. Not insanely amazing on that one, but we're certainly going to go through here, and looks like the AI content is done. So I want to try one more thing over here. Write me a blog post based on this episode. So each project inside of here is going to be, specific to the project or the episode that you're talking about. So pretty cool. Write me a blog post based on this episode. Let's see what ends up happening here. I like that it has a timer over there. It took about 20 seconds. So it did write. ChatGPT is the best tool so it's not really, we got over here on the same podcast episode, the speaker demonstrated a tool called Recapio that can summarize a selection of content, which can be helpful for research and content creation. The tool is straightforward to use, does not require advanced technical skills, provides some summarized content so that's true. While ChatGPT might fall short in its ability to generate blog post, content creation is still possible using Recapio and Copify's rewrite mode. So it did take information from the entire episode, and it did create let's see, ChatGPT, is it the best tool for writing blog posts? So that's not really what I would go with, but now let's see how many words this is. This is probably about 300 words. So it's about 368 words. So it's not really a blog post, but definitely could get you started. Not quite a full-length blog post. When you're talking about 4,000 words, I would expect it to create 1,000 word is what I'd really like to see. Let's go to the AI content tab. So we have titles. And I'm not sure what these titles are for. They're basically just using them on social media or maybe on your blog. Voice tones, writing, tailoring. So there's just a lot of stuff about ChatGPT. I don't know how much I talked about ChatGPT. I think I did talk a lot in this YouTube video about ChatGPT. So that's probably why it's really, really grabbing a lot of that. So there's some possible titles there. You can copy that and paste it into a document. We have keywords: ChatGPT, ZimWriter, Copify, Hypotenuse. It's gathering all these keywords from the text. Introduction. On this episode of LearnWire, we explore the world of content creation and the many tools that can be used to save time and increase productivity. We discuss the pitfalls of using ChatGPT for tasks like writing blog posts, but highlight its usefulness for the purposes of blah, blah, blah. So, and then it talks about take an in-depth look at Recapio tool, including its ability to save summaries and read later. So that's actually really good. You could use that for your YouTube description, introducing it. So that's actually really, really good. And then if you were going to actually turn your YouTube video into a podcast, right, which could be something that I could do, then you would use this as your introduction. So I like the introduction part. That's really cool. It seems pretty accurate as well. And so then now you have your timestamp. Now I don't know if this is in the format. Someone said that this is unfortunately not in the format of YouTube, which I wish that it was, but we could easily go through here. It would take you, 2 minutes to just trim these up real quick. Really, I think it's just an extra 0 right there. Actually, it's just the parts that are here that are the hour part. Those need taken off. And I think that these brackets need taken off. But you could actually put this in ChatGPT and have that fixed really, really fast. You could tell it what format to put the numbers in, and it would probably fix it for us. But then this could be really helpful for mine, because I know you guys like it when I put the timestamps. It takes a lot of time. You have to actually go through the video again and stop every time I change subjects and then write out a whole thing. So it can literally take 30 minutes up to an hour just to create timestamps for your video. So the fact that it's doing this based on the video is really, really insane. I would just ask them if they could put a button up here that says YouTube timestamp or something like that. But you could literally put this in your YouTube description as well and then this right here. So just really, really cool. This is better than I've seen other softwares try to do this kind of stuff like this. Questions and answers. What is ChatGPT and what is it used for? Answer ChatGPT. So it's answering all these questions based on the episode, which is really cool. I don't know what I would do, like what use case I would use, but maybe I could put this in the blog post. So they're really doing all of the work. If you really look at it, if we actually went and took the blog post that they created, use one of the titles, use the introduction, and then also put in these questions and answers at the very bottom. That could be your FAQ. And then these key topic and bullet points. You actually have a nice 1,000+ word, nice formulated blog post. So really cool. I really, really like this. Episode summary. We've got all the summaries right here. Clip finder, quotes, hooks, and timestamps. And you could use all these quick kind of quotes and really, I guess, parts that you would want to remember about the episode. And you could use these as Instagram posts, Twitter tweets, and Facebook posts, etc., etc. Real script. Hey guys, today I'm summarizing the latest episode of my favorite podcast. They talked about a tool called, so in my case, it's first person, this is actually my podcast. So I think that they probably would want to do something like put this in first person because most people are going to be probably doing this for themselves. Or at least an option to do first person, or if you're doing it for the company you're working for. But this does like a TikTok or a YouTube Shorts or a Reels right there. We have our LinkedIn post right here and a newsletter. Dear newsletter subscriber, in the latest episode of this is really cool. If I had a bunch of people subscribed, which I don't, an email list for LearnWire, then I could send this out as well. You would want to, fix the spelling of ZimWriter and Copify and read through it, make sure it's accurate and so forth. And then you can send that out to your email and then your tweet thread right here. So you have all these tweets you can send out as well. So this is really insane. I really, really like this. This is absolutely like a 5-star. And this is coming from a little bit of a bias because I'm a full-time YouTuber. So I could see how this could be a very, very helpful way to repurpose your content. I actually like this better than all kinds of softwares that I've used, and they end up causing you to work more. In this case, it really puts everything into text that you would pretty much want. I would like to see a little bit better blog post, but I think it did a really, really, really good job. We could also take the transcript that we downloaded and we could go in and break it into chunks into OpenAI or ChatGPT and just have it rewrite it in a more formal, structured, and then also try to write it in a markdown language format for a blog post. So super cool. So it's not showing me how many episodes I did. Usage, we have 200 minutes of 200 minutes. Settings, you can actually train the AI right here, separate words by commas. So then it'll get them right. Hopefully. So like LearnWire, you'd probably add that to there as well. And a lot of the technology that you are using that have weird technology words and stuff like that, maybe you'd put them in there as well. Episodes, we have the one episode right here. So I don't know how many episodes. I'd have to go and try multiple times, but according to the lifetime deal, I only have 2 episodes per month. So that's the most disappointing part of that. Is the limits that they're giving you. This is Castmagic. Starts at $39 and you can go up to $117 stacking 3 codes. I definitely enjoyed using this software. It was very, very impressive on what it can do, repurposing your YouTube content or your podcasts or any of your audio. So thanks for joining me today. Remember to like, subscribe, and comment if you want to be in the drawing for the giveaway of 4 softwares this month in May. I'll see you in the next video.